The hair on the bacteria, for instance, has a little tiny motor that attaches to the bacteria that allows that thing to swim around. That motor is so tiny, 8 million of them would fit on the cross-section of a human hair. The motor turns 100,000 RPM forwards or backwards. Now, if you want to believe that happened by chance, you're welcome to believe that, but that's an incredibly complex little motor and really micro-miniaturized. Anybody who's done any work with computers knows the smaller you try to make it, the more problems you start to have. No, I think there's evidence of design every place, even down to the micro level.
Okay.
If you're walking through the woods and you find a painting hanging on a tree, you automatically conclude there was a painter. Even if you don't see any footprints, you don't see the person who made it, there had to be a painter. If you're walking through the woods and you find a building, you don't see any footprints, you don't see any people, you still conclude there was a builder. And if you see a creation, you conclude there was a creator. So I think two things. I would say the design in nature is impossible to explain without a designer. And the idea of creation is true because of the impossibility of the contrary. It is impossible that there not be a creator for something like this. One single cell in your body is more complex than the space shuttle, and the average human has 50 trillion cells, so it's ludicrous to say that this all just came about by chance and we're poorly designed. Secondly, poor design is a lousy argument for evolution, especially when you consider, as I said earlier, we are a copy off of a copy off of a copy off of a copy off of a copy off a copy of Adam. It's amazing we're sitting here talking about it. You'd take a piece of paper, copy it on the copy machine. Now take your copy and make a copy. Take that copy and make a copy. Do that about 1,000 times and see if you can still read it. Get a computer program, any computer program, make a copy it onto a disk, then copy it to another disk, then copy it to another disk. Do that 1,000 times, see if it'll still run. That's the DNA code that we have, folks. It's incredibly complex. I think the only reason anybody would say this happened by chance and there was no designer is because they don't want to find that designer. The atheist can't find God for the same reason a thief can't find a policeman.